Over the years on this channel, we've often mentioned this guy, Eliphas Levi. Of course, he was born with a different name, as a lot of these people are. But the Levi, how interesting. Evil, anagram of. And of course, we have a Super Bowl coming at Levi Stadium. Now, I was watching the Decoding with Cody channel because he had a video on this, and he had this guy up here. And what's interesting about this guy is he was born in 1810. So therefore, yes, so therefore 1810, he's going to be 216 years old. 216, of course, 6 times 6 times 6. So a pretty interesting occurrence that the Super Bowl is on the 8th of February, and on that very day, Eliphas Levi Zahed, born Alphonse Louis Constant, will be 216 days old. As you can see, he was a ceremonial magician. Now, years back in 1989, they had an Elvis performer at the Super Bowl, the Big Bamboozle, and he was doing magic tricks, strange enough. And big with the Catholic Church, this one too, as you noticed. But how interesting indeed that this relating to the 1989 one. It was the 49ers who won that Super Bowl. And of course, this Super Bowl will be at the 49ers' home ground. Yes, and it's at Levi Stadium, and he's Levi. I mean, how amazing is that in itself? And as they've got here, Field of Jeans, because, and of course, Levi's are famous for the jeans. And we had all that Sydney Sweeney business, and they've had a lot of stuff about jeans and the spellcraft in recent times, and leading up to this event at Santa Clara. Very interesting logo here, I might add. This tower with the football on top of it. It's Space Needle, like Space Needle's a bit crooked on the side there, as it were. But in the 88th year of the Golden Gate Bridge, I expect a lot to go on. We know how much they revere that 88, how much they revere San Francisco, and of course Anton LaVey, a contemporary of Eliphas, is founded his Church of Satan in San Francisco back in the 60s or 66, I'm thinking. Then at the Hook for the second one, of course. We've covered that years ago. So very interesting days indeed, and coming to this Santa Clara. Of course, we've covered before how it relates to Back to the Future, where the line ends at San Francisco, and there's that Mary Scheinbaum who plays Clara in Back to the Future. And I feel it's got links to Jimmy Stewart in the old Vertigo movie, because Santa Clara Monastery is heavily featured in that one. And that's our old friend Alfred Hitchcock, of course. Now, the Patriots are still in the running to be in this Super Bowl, and as he's got here, the Flying Elvis, which we have covered before, is their logo, and very much like the Trump hairstyle idea. And there it is. If they get in the Super Bowl, that is going to be even more interesting. But I just can't believe that to Eliphas Levi's birthday. And this will be the 216. And of course, Mary Scheinbaum, it's her birthday. So, I mean, there's certainly some heavy ritual attached to this upcoming Super Bowl. And of course, their previous home ground was Candlestick Park. This is famous for the Beatles' last concert, among other things. Yeah, here's Elvis Presto. And it was all done with tapes and that too. They were all just lip syncing, so people were very upset about it at the time. Well, I'm going to look a little bit harder at this Super Bowl as it comes on, and once we establish the teams that are going to be in it, we'll be looking at that over the next few days and week. Very interesting days indeed, with all this WEF rot and Davos going on. And in the middle of it, we've got this very strange connection to Eliphas Levi, Elvis Presley, the Super Bowl, and of course Back to the Future, and Bad Boy Bunny, which brings in the Donnie Darko idea. So Trump is all over this idea too, and I won't be surprised if he attends the Super Bowl. We'll have to wait and see. Very interesting, strange days indeed, as the old Lennon song said. Bebop Bamboozled in 3D, and I see he did the gematria on those to the 156, which is the 911 is 156 prime number. So that in itself is quite interesting. All right, thanks very much, folks.